Have you ever made a mistake so devastating that it felt like it erased who you were? A moment so crushing that when you looked at yourself, you barely recognized the person staring back? 2,000 years ago, a man sat beside a flickering charcoal fire, staring into the flames, as if they were burning away everything he believed about himself. His name was Peter. They called him the Rock, bold, loyal, fearless. He walked on water. He declared Jesus as the Son of God. He swore he would die before he denied his king. Yet in just a few hours, the rock shattered. This is not just a story about failure. It is a story about betrayal, brokenness, and breathtaking grace. Because when Peter thought his story was over, Jesus was only beginning to rewrite it. If you have ever felt like you messed up beyond repair, this story is for you.
To understand Peter's failure, we must first understand his heart. Peter wasn't weak. He wasn't cowardly. He was passionate, fiery, deeply devoted. At the Last Supper,
"This is my body."
Jesus
broken
warned
for
his
you.
disciples, "You
Lord,
will
I
all
would
fall
never deny
away
you."
because of me tonight." But Peter stood tall and said with certainty, "Even if everyone else abandons you, I never will." He believed every word. He had walked on water. He had seen Jesus in glory. He was part of Jesus' closest circle. But Peter's greatest strength was also his greatest weakness. He trusted his loyalty more than he trusted Jesus' grace. Jesus looked at him with sorrow and said, "Before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times." That night, Peter learned a painful truth. You can love Jesus deeply and still fail him miserably. The air was cold. The night was heavy. Jesus had been arrested. Peter followed. Close enough to care. Far enough to stay safe. He sat beside a fire, trying to disappear among strangers. Then it began. A servant girl looked at him. "You were with Jesus." Peter's heart raced. "I don't know what you're talking about." Strike 1. Another voice spoke. "This man is one of them." Peter said, "I do not know the man." Strike 2. The crowd pressed closer. "Your accent gives you away." And the rock crumbled. "I do not know this man." Strike 3. A rooster crowed. Jesus turned and looked at Peter. No words. No condemnation. Only sorrow and love. Peter remembered everything. And he ran into the darkness and wept. Failure is a heavy coat, one that clings to your soul. For days, Peter carried the sound of that rooster. Even after hearing Jesus had risen, he felt unworthy, finished. So he went fishing. Back to his old life. But Jesus was not done with the rock. At dawn, Peter saw a figure on the shore. A fire was burning. Fish were cooking. The same smell as the night of his denial. Jesus said, "Come and eat." No shame. Only love. Then Jesus asked, "Peter, do you love me?" "Yes, Lord, you know I do." 3 times love answered failure.
"Lord,
And
you know
grace
all
rewrote
things.
Peter's story.
Feed my sheep."
Feed my sheep. Peter was forgiven. Peter was called again. The fisherman became a shepherd. Fear turned into courage. Weakness into strength. Love into mission. Maybe you hear your own rooster crowing. A mistake you can't forget. A failure that follows you. But look at Peter. The man who failed became the man who led thousands to Christ. God does not discard the broken. He restores them. He refines them. He strengthens them. Your failure is not the end. It is the beginning of grace. If you are ready, type, "I am restored," and share this message with someone who needs hope. Because with Jesus, it is never over.